All right, hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to Flying Crowbar Factory Simulator 2022. We'll get to the end eventually. What is next? What did we try last time? A bunch of things. We spent quite a lot of time on D6. And then I spent a bunch of time on E1. Yeah. I didn't quite get that. But then I did eventually do like a proper solution to this, even though it wasn't that complicated. Although I still don't believe that's the real solution. Like the intended solution. I think I did something weird. In fact, I could look that up. Maybe I should just look up what the intended solution is. Like I found the solution. I consider that valid at this point, so I might look this one up. Like I did not break the game this time. Okay, so a novelty grand finale. What is the solution supposed to look like? Okay, let's have a look what happens. Like, is there any reason this feels better? So it's basically the goal is going in here, and I'm placing it there and there, which makes sense. That stops that so that can keep going. I don't know why I'd want to stop that one as well. It doesn't feel any different. Feels about the same. Oh, I'll take it then. Like I thought maybe something like, yeah, I had that idea of like maybe it ends up saying like end with an exclamation mark instead of with a question mark. But no, it just does that. There we go. I don't like thinking about how hard it would be to make it so that it made an exclamation mark instead of a question mark. That does sound complicated. So it's not too surprising that it doesn't. It's just that I thought like maybe like mine didn't feel particularly special in some way. Like my solution, but whatever. Anyway, let's do something we haven't done yet. Okay, so E2. Okay, so I think I read the hint for this already. So it's. The hint is, this is very similar to your level. I'm just going to read the hint, it's fine. Some of what you tried didn't work because you can phase through crates to maneuver around them. Okay, that's fair. I'm just reading all the hints. Like, there are separate hints here, but I'm just reading them all. Start by putting the lower crate on the button. So, like, I'm pretty sure I'm putting a crate here, I'm coming through here, and I'm coming down here. And the only way to put a crate here is to have two crowbars collide into each other. In what way is it similar to my level? Like, my level is about stopping a crowbar in an exit, well, a mouse in an exit, and then like using that to my advantage. Oh, there's an exit here. But that doesn't become active until that's there. So my whole idea of like having two crowbars hit the box in the middle might have been wrong. Maybe. So you're just trapped at the beginning, right? So I can just kind of ignore you. Okay. These all destroy each other and that's fine. Okay, so let me... Okay. This is telling me something. So let's get you there. I know this isn't like the ideal way of doing this, but whatever. And eventually you're going to be stuck in there, right? Okay. And then I somehow use that to do something. My problem is that doesn't... It's not going to stop the box here. Oh, unless I push both boxes in. That's what it's going to be, right? Push both boxes in after each other, and they collide with this. I see. I kind of not even realized there's an endpoint there. Okay. I guess the other thing is that the idea of like colliding with a box in the middle felt pretty like a good idea, like an interesting idea for a puzzle. Right, but it is interesting. Yeah, it is a bit like my level. It's the same trick. Who did this level? Okay, this is a Stephen J. Miller level, which is funny because in what was the previous Thinky Collective game called? The Dr. Jelly and Mr. Slime. We also had levels that had similar ideas. Okay, cool. So landing on that. two boxes come in. Yeah, okay. I think that is what this is about. However, you need to be on that. Oh, that's an issue though, isn't it? Is that how could a box be on there? Like, you're not going to be frozen in that position. That's also assuming that's how that works. I don't know if that is how that works. We've got one of these issues again where it's like hard to test something. Hard to know exactly how the mechanics work. Like, normally when you push a box onto a crowbar, it destroys the crowbar. Is that different if it's stuck in place? How could I, like, validate that? How could I validate that? That is why that's there, though. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. I still don't see how this is going to work. Because the box has to be on this for you to be frozen there. Assuming this behaves differently when it's frozen in place. Like, how do I test this? I can't really, without doing the whole thing. But you're not going to be frozen in place if the two boxes are here and here. I did not mean to do that. So what do I actually want here? I want to push boxes down this way. I want them to stop. I've only got the two crowbars. I'm not getting any more. I want a box to stop there, I think. But also for there to be a box there. And it has to be there at the end as well. So I don't get how this is helpful. Unless we push back down again. How would you being there help? I don't mean to do that. Undo. No, undo doesn't go back to there. No. How does it help for you to be there? Like, I want something to stop. I want a crate to stop there. I can't place phasing things here. So therefore, if it's going to stop there, it has to collide into something. So what's going to be here? Another crate. But sure, then you're not going to be there. But maybe it's more a case of, no, but if I push a crate onto a crowbar, that doesn't stop the crate from moving. Does it stop in this situation? I don't know. I don't know. How can I test? I can't really test. Unless there's like somewhere, maybe in the finale thing? Pushing a crate into a... Okay, so if I can get you, let's do what I did as my solution. That, there, play. Okay, so now these are going to fix in place. Wait, doesn't this test it? Yeah, okay. No, yeah, it destroys it. Okay. Then what can I do in E2? Like, colliding with a crowbar just destroys the crowbar. So my previous idea feels better, of like having two crowbars hit a box in the middle, but then that doesn't align with the hint that I've been given. I'm kind of concerned that the hints are actually making things harder for me. Start by putting the lower crate on the button, sure. I just don't see a reason for fixing a crowbar here, because anything colliding with the crowbar destroys the crowbar. It's not like in my level where colliding with a mouse doesn't destroy the mouse. It just acts as a solid object. So I feel like I have to do it the other way. I mean, we could go back to trying that. This isn't a good way of taking this where I want it, is it? Unless we like push this as well. Do I remember what this looked like? It was something like this. No. Went around the outside. Eventually we have to turn like that way. I guess was it just like that? Doesn't feel like the most efficient usage of space. What did I do? What did I do? That went there. Turn around, but I can't get out. Did I go around this? No. Did I do it with this one instead? Possibly. Or did I do this? That'll take it there, right? It's using a lot of space, but... And now you're early. But yeah, they collide like that, and that's kind of nice, and that would work for this thing. Can I make this slightly longer? Like if I could use something multiple times, that'd be nice. Like coming at it from a different angle. I can't have that there. No. Oh, I can't turn anymore. There has to be something in here. I mean, what if I turn earlier like this? Oh, I feel like this is the kind of thing I did. Like that, like that, like that. That feels pretty good. Is this what I tried last time? Does this end up colliding in the middle? It does. It does. Now, this, and sort out the other box at the same time. But then I don't feel like I'm doing what the hint's suggesting I should do. Like, sure, I am putting that on the box, but only very temporarily. Sorry, on the button. But that feels like a good setup, right? Like, now I just want to get in here. Well, I want to get this box on there as well. And I do not see how putting a crowbar on the endpoint can possibly help me, because the crowbar just gets destroyed if something hits it. Right? There's nothing I can do to prevent that or to make use of that in some way. And when you get destroyed, I think anything following you would also just like go into that space afterwards, rather than like turn around. Pretty sure. It's not like the explosion counts as a solid object. That would be weird. I don't see how. I do not see how anything could work. Okay, I see something I can potentially do to make this nicer based on part of the hint. I could phase through here and just turn around here, which is kind of a weird move, right? Because I end up pushing that way, and I could just like quickly do this now. And that's much shorter, takes up less space. So you'd have to be much faster if we're going to stop. Okay, how do we make this faster? Like this? What does that do? Ooh, we're out of sync, which isn't great at all. Unless we hit like this wall or a wall. No, because that's an even number of changes. Yeah, we might have a problem. I don't think we can make this the right length. This would have to be offset by 1, which happens by hitting a wall twice, effectively. We can't come this way, because then we'll just be going back again. So left, but then, yeah, we just end up going back around. That could, no, because then we can't get around the corner. Yeah, this is not possible. So therefore, this isn't right. This is the wrong parity, I believe. Can I fix the parity here somehow? Like, what if we just like push that up? Or like do that? What's that do? Oh, okay, nothing good. What if we go left here and left? And we do something with you, like go through you? I don't think I want to go through you though, right? Like, I want to like come and push you down. Okay, they're both here, except not quite. Oh, it's too chaotic. It's too chaotic. I don't know how I'd stop you from going too far down. Okay, let's just forget about moving you. Let's just like push you and come this way. So hold on, what's even being used right now? That, push you. You'll come this way. Like something like that. Oh, except I've pushed that down. I could phase through there. Okay, what does that do for timing? Let's just see how it fits together. Okay, it's the right timing. You need to be a bit slower. So let's go back to the like. I think this is like way too slow. Well, no, okay, that's perfect. Okay. Then what about you? I quite like how like little space I've used over here. But I think this is not the solution because is it possible I'm sending one in here, letting it get trapped, and then putting the box back on the thing? I don't think that's... I mean, why isn't that possible? Because you'd have to stop and go back. How would you stop? Yeah. There's no way of leaving that there. And going back here. Unless somehow you come through, spiral around the box, push the box back to the right, and then phase through here, but that's not going to work. No. Like, that's fun. Now what? get the other box on there before you do any damage. Because you're now back on the same loop, so there's a little bit of time. So wait, what's the state at this point? Okay. What could we do now? Nothing really. Ah, didn't mean to do that. No, I'm going to play again. Like put something here. What? A right movement? A turn right? No. A phaser? Possibly? Feels unlikely, but sure, we'll do it. And what? Turn around and then... This isn't going to be good at all. I also couldn't have put anything along here like this because that affects everything a bit. Apparently the solution's a bit like mine, so that feels like that must be relevant somehow, like stopping a crowbar there, but I just don't see how that's useful because it just gets destroyed. It's not a solid object. I can't do these puzzles. Let's look at E4. E4. Oh god, this one. It's just way too open. I've got 3 possible things I can set. I'm just reading the hints. Okay, first hint. Adding crates is a trap. Okay, never put any crates in. Figure out what actions need to happen to satisfy the top left 5x5, like this bit. Then assume they all happen as fast as possible. Okay. I can't. I can't. So if crates is a trap, then how many other things could we have? Buttons? More buttons feels kind of bad. Walls, crowbars, goals. That's the possible things, right? Oh, I just don't want to. I'm sorry, I just don't want to. What needs to happen to satisfy this? A bunch of crowbars need to come in. A crowbar needs to go right. Like, they need to not get stuck. I mean, the other option is that a crowbar comes through here, like that, and lands there. But it needs to not, like, go left. This needs to be on the button. So, something's going to push that up there, onto the button. This is going to become solid. Those are going to become sticky. And a bunch of things need to hit their mark at that time. This one will only happen if we phase through here, and that's not sticky. Like, how do I push that box up? I guess that will push that box up eventually. So if that was slightly different timing, like this. Yeah, that's the good timing. Except now that thing's on there, so this is not gonna go past. Yeah, there's like a weird conflict here. Whereas that, well, I'm putting that button on there. Well, unless I make another button. But then I need another box. I guess it could be that box. But could it really be that box? Like, this would be solid. So I wouldn't be able to push that box anywhere. But that box exists for a reason, right? Possibly... This feels like another situation where I'd want to be able to phase through a moving crowbar, as a previous hint suggested, but I can't because that just destroys the crowbar. Why does that crate exist? We're pushing it left? Like, what happens if this box gets pushed into that at the same time as... Oh. What was this? I don't remember. Let's ignore that for now. At the same time as a crowbar going into that space. So, later. Well, okay. Well, okay. What do I do? No right turns. Maybe here? Yeah, what happens if a box is pushed into that at the same time you leave? Don't think I know the answer to that. That's not going to go the right way. Hit a left turn. There's a left turn. Different left turn. Left turn. You get in the way. How do I stop you? I don't. I do not. Okay, then instead, what do? I don't know. I want to know what happens. Oh, maybe I can do it with the down thing somehow. How do I expect that will work? How do I expect that will work? There. Left, left, left. It's way too short. Something needs to end up here as well. Which can't happen from here, here, or here. So we have to come sideways. Or from there. Top 5 by 5 is that region, I guess. Could I even hit a phaser here? I have no right turns, so no. Okay. So how do I get to you? Phaser here is not good, phaser here is not good, phaser here is not good. Phaser there. Maybe okay if something comes in, turns left. How's something get there? Well, I guess I've already figured out how to get something there. Oh gosh. You're too early. I can't really make you later, can I? Shall I find out? Okay, let's just double check what happens if I try and phase through you. Yeah, they destroy each other, as I've already established in the previous thing. So somebody needs to get past... Okay, so you need to be sooner, but then that means you need to be sooner. How do I make that happen? By destroying you. And then setting a different one instead, but I can't. There's not enough space. Oh, there is. But as soon as that's on there, this is active. Why is there another box? To get there, we have to be coming this direction. We can't phase through a crowbar in that space. We're not going to get anything else in that space, like a box or anything. So we need to get there while that's inactive, which means this can't be on there, or there has to be another button. If there's another button, what's going on it? Well, apparently I'm not making crates, which I only know because of the hint. So therefore, we're making a button somewhere, and this crate is going on this button later than that one going on there, which means that this is solid, and therefore you can't go anywhere unless you've been removed already, I guess. I'm gonna start doing my look at certain rows of the solution. I just have to. I'm at that point. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna make my window really small. Open up the solution. Oh, this is not quite the same. Let me do that. Okay, got a tiny version of the thing. Okay, what I want to know is, do I want to know if I'm making buttons? I mean, I have to be, right? I mean, maybe I should just stick with that. If I'm making, okay, if a thing's got to come through here after you're on there, then I have to be making a button somewhere. And if I'm not making crates, it has to be you going onto it. But then where could the thing be? How would I ever push that way? Would it be there and I'd push it this way? But then that would be solid. Oh, but I could face through it. Okay, something like that might be a good setup. No, because then I wouldn't push it. I would then just phase through the box. Unless I'm not putting no, but I have to be putting this box on to get something through. I need this box to be on there to phase through it, but for this box not to be on here so that the thing can keep going. But then how do I push that box? Because at that point, this is solid. At that point, this is solid. So I can't push that box left. But that's the only way of getting a thing there. Unless it comes in this way and collides with something, what's that going to be? It's only going to be a crowbar, and therefore it's going to explode. So it has to go that way. It has to be coming this way. It has to cross this box. That's why this exists, for sure. But it has to go across this. Therefore, you need to end on the button later. But you can't because then this is solid. It's a contradiction. And I can only, I just feel like the way to resolve it's going to be some awkward part of the rules that isn't intuitive. There can't be something here now. I need to push this now, but I can't. Sure, I can phase through that. That's I can't go there either. Well, that's way too early. How could you go onto a button later? You can't. Because that's solid. Therefore, if I'm phasing through it, I'm going to phase through the box. And what do I do with that? What do I do? What do I do? Unless there's more buttons, but then I need more crates. So no, I've been told there are no extra crates. I don't know how I would know that. I do not know how I would know that. So there's no extra crates. So I think I need an extra button to get a crowbar there, because from what direction can it come? No direction. And so it must be coming from this direction. And it must skip that. It must stop there. And to come across this direction and skip this, there must be a box here. And then to skip this, there must be another button that doesn't have a box in it. But then this is solid. And then how do I push the box? I don't understand. Is that the crux of the puzzle? Like figuring out how to resolve that? Or am I going completely the wrong train of thought? Any ideas? Any ideas? How can I put, like, I can't put a phaser there. Wait, I didn't put that there. No. Yeah, okay. For a moment, I thought I'd put the thing there. I guess they always have like a question mark, don't they? Yeah, question mark underneath them. That won't get pushed if I'm phasing through. Can I get the box on there without making that solid? Possibly if two things collide. What does that do? So if like the crowbar pushes but collides with something else and gets destroyed, maybe the thing doesn't become solid? What's the timing required for that? So that needs to be later than that. How? I mean, I guess I can phase through stuff-ish. Kinda. Somewhere. Can I? I can't. I need you to go away. How do I get you to go away? By like colliding something else. Okay, so why don't we make a you? So you're gonna go there, then you're gonna go there. Oh, wait, what? What just happened? Those two collided. Okay. But still, that's like not the right timing. Could I make this the right timing? I can't make a thing go back up. It'll turn left, it'll turn left, it'll come this way, it'll just be stuck in this area. I'm not making any more boxes. Yes, there's not really many positions I can put stuff that will end up here. And like I can't put phasers next to crowbars, so like I can't go through there. Like you're not gonna go that way. How do I do anything? It's kind of painful, la 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 la. It's kind of painful. Left, left. There's this space here as well, which is kind of weird, right? Is there something's maybe coming in here and coming out there? I can't turn right, so what else would you do in this space? It's almost like you're going in there, turning left, left, and then leaving this way? For some reason? Why would I ever want that? Unless we keep phasing. Guess it's possible. I still want to know what happens here. So that means sending a different one to hit this? How? Well, if I send one... I guess it could be you. You could go through and then turn around and then go that way and then go up. Well, the timing's all bad. It could be you. Why not be you? Turn here, left. Wait, so right now you'll go down here and go through here and turn left, right? Yeah. You're on your way there. How do I get a different one to push this up? Like ending up in one of, or ending up in this alcove is pretty decent. I'm just not sure how I'm doing that. There's also, how do I get a thing there? How do I get a thing there? Especially if I think there's a button here. That means I'm definitely not coming from that side. Definitely not coming from this side. It's definitely coming from here. But then I figure out that it's impossible to get there. I guess it's not impossible if we phase through. But then, like, we have to go through something here, but we're not making any more boxes, so you have to get pushed down at some point. That's not happening. You're not getting pushed down. Okay, so then how does this work? How do we get a thing here? Can't phase through this way. Because how would I be facing that direction? And then start phasing? I can't. I'm sure I can put one. Sorry, already facing that direction, but then I can't start phasing. So we have to come through there, or we have to come from this side. In which case you'd have to be a phaser and have to send some stuff in. That feels more likely, right? But then I've got the issue of, like, what do I do with this box? Well, the fact that I don't want things to get stuck here and end up here. Phaser was fixed, right? Yeah. It's interesting that there's a question mark behind all the things, except for the button. There's like a yellow pixel in the corner. I guess because the button covers the question mark entirely, so they've added a different way of indicating for the button. It is visible there very slightly. How else would they get here? Well, that would mean phasing through here and going through the box. Therefore, that would have to be pushed down. But then that would become solid. And then I would never push it there. So that's obviously not happening. And I can't phase through crowbars. Even though, okay, this is the thing that's really bothering me, is that for D6, I was told the hint is phasing on a moving crowbar. But we've already done that. Like this would almost work if that were possible. Like I could put a crowbar there and phase through it, but it's not possible. They collide. So like maybe I should look at the solution for D6, although I don't think I've got the solution for D6. Pretty sure. In fact, I don't think the version I'm even looking at has D6 in it. No, it doesn't. Like it almost feels like the rules are broken or something. Like I'm supposed to be able to phase through a crowbar, but I can't. But the hint that I had was on a moving... D6 is phasing on a moving crowbar, but that's demonstrably not true or not possible. Yet it would help here as well if it were possible. And also, if the solidness of the crowbars were different, E2 would be different as well. Like this would change. Is there something broken? That would be weird, right? There's no way I'd be playing a version of the game that just was fundamentally broken in the rules, right? Right? But then, like, if that did work, my solution for D6 would have been good. Is it broken? It's weird to be at a point where I'm just questioning whether the game's broken. I think it would also change my, like, the answer that I have for E1 potentially would behave different because they were like colliding here after phasing through something. Well, something was happening. I'm not exactly sure what. but potentially that would be behaving differently. Yeah, like knowing the hints is suggesting I should be phasing on a moving crowbar and that not meaning anything to me. Like, well, it means something to me, but it's something that I can't do. It's just really making me think that there's something wrong with the game. Unfortunately, I'm not going to know until I get a response from Karu, I guess. I'm just going to have to ask, like, I don't understand how to take the hint D6 is phasing on the moving crowbar other than by what I've tried and doesn't work. I cannot phase on a crowbar. They collide because crowbars don't count as solid. Is the game broken? Surely not, but you never know. Because a bunch of the things I'm wanting to do in a whole bunch of puzzles rely on something that doesn't seem to be possible, yet is hinted at in the hints. I don't know whether I'm like just finding them so difficult that I'm assuming something must be broken. I guess I could look at an answer for example, so I don't have one for D6, but I could look up the answer for E2 or E4, which I already have open. Okay, I've just looked at the answer for this one. It's a horrendous, ugly nightmare monster of a solution. What? What's supposed to happen here? What? It's completely infeasible that anybody would do this. I feel like it is anyway. I mean, at the very least, there's a button there. So I'm right about that bit. And somehow the rest has to work. Like, I kind of feel like I just need to run the solution. Like, even looking at the solution, it's not like if I now close the solution, I wouldn't know what to do. Because, like, there's a lot. There's a lot being placed everywhere. Like, this is a thing. Turning left in here. I kind of felt like it would be a thing. Oh, and like that sequence, that is a thing. That doesn't surprise me too much. Can I tell from this solution how something is ending up here? No, because there's no phaser there. There's a phaser there. Also, the box is moving south somehow? But it can't be. What am I not understanding here? Okay, I'm just gonna have to run the solution because I think I'm gonna like learn something about the rules that I don't understand or like I didn't think was possible. I'm just gonna throw everything in. Throwing everything in. What does phasing on a moving crowbar mean? That is everything. Play, slow down. So the box is being brought that way. What? I mean, I don't have anywhere near enough crowbars left. Oh, I'm missing a thing. I'm missing a thing there. Okay. It's like, wait, what? Then how are they? Am I still missing something or is the game broken? Am I missing something or is the game broken? 3 things there, 1 thing there, 1 thing there. 4 things here. Oh, I'm missing 1 there. Okay. The game's probably not broken. I just don't understand. How are these going to end up on the buttons if they're coming this way? Hey, a thing ended up in there. I guess because these were brought down? Sure. And then eventually you come up and turn there and turn there, go that way, go through there. Okay. So it does work. Oh, what? I don't I don't get it. I don't get how, like, it's at all reasonable to expect me to set that up. Let's see it again. Does anything happen during that I do not understand? Or is it all just things I've seen? I just would never have got there. Like, and I can't play for years and try every single combination of things. Does anything happen in this that I don't understand? Probably not. You're in the wrong place to get there. I'm definitely missing more of these. Oh yeah, I accidentally got rid of some, I guess, by placing things in the wrong place. There. Is that everything? No, that one. Do I notice any phasing on crowbars or anything like that? I mean, they get destroyed there, so that's clearly intended that a phasing crowbar on a moving crowbar get destroyed. I mean, it's just a nightmare. There's just no way I would come to that solution. I need to just start looking at more of these solutions because I'm just not going to get it. I'm just not going to get it. Stephen, where's your solution? I'm sorry that I'm giving up, but it's just like, it's the game. Okay. Okay. Like, this doesn't look too different to the stuff I've tried. This is for E2. Okay, let me just take part of this. Okay. Maybe? Okay, so the part that I'm going to take is that, like, it's impossible to memorize. There's just so much stuff on there. So what I'm going to take is this, that, and that. That's what I remember. So putting that on the button and then going through it. Why? Do we hold one here and release it at the right time? Okay, that's the thing I'm missing here. Okay, so we just get a thing stuck on here, and then, I mean, that still doesn't answer everything, does it? Okay, so I still think there's a thing like this and like that, and therefore there's a phasing thing on here somewhere. It could be there, or there. So I like hold you in place to get released at a point when this is pushing boxes here, or just box. It has to be just one box, right? And I've only got 2 crowbars, so it's not like I'm going to be pushing something here and then having a crowbar coming down here at the same time and doing something clever like that, because I've only got 2 crowbars. So whoever's pushing this box from this side. So if we release you from that, when there's one stuck here, then boxes here, you go here, I guess. Actually, no, they'll just collide, won't they? Won't they just collide? Okay, let's just get you stuck in that at the right time. When would that be? I don't know. Let's just do this. Okay, that's fine. So apparently we're phasing through this, which means we're not pushing it left, so we're pushing it down. That tells me that that's going there. And then to hit that, we need to turn right on here, which is either here or here. If it were here, where would the phaser go? We would go through that, so it'd have to be here. So the phaser has to go there. Okay. So that when we're pushing that, we're coming up this direction, which we could do immediately after we've gone through this and turn that way. Okay. If we want to do it immediately. So now you're stuck in that position and we'll release you. So it's a bit different to mine. It's like holding it there and releasing it at a certain time. Well, if we now phase through you, I guess. But pushing 2 boxes together won't be good. Okay, I just really want to know what happens if I start pushing them. So let's just do that, yeah? Okay. I don't care that I'm pushing them together or anything. So you're released. Oh, so that makes the timing good. No, it doesn't. That makes it bad. Wait, when do you release? I mean, that could be an awkward thing here. It's like, when does the releasing happen? Is it a turn after? It appears to be. You don't move yet. Okay. In which case, holding that down with the other box is not good. So maybe I want to phase through that box like this. I don't know. I don't think I use those spaces. Phase through that box, push that one. Okay. They collide. Great. Not feeling great doing that, is it? Like, we need to get a box. We need to get the other box on there. How do we do that? So wait, where did I get to? Here and here. I can't push it closer because then we'd phase through both of them. So everything must be kind of correct right now. I can't move the phaser there or anything because then we'd be pushing the 2 boxes together. But there needs to be something on this button, the other box. And then there needs to be something on this button, the other box. So how do we get that? Well, we can't have a phaser here, so we have to be pushing this box back this way. And we have to somehow push it back again? How's that going to happen? Gotta take another sneak peek at something. Okay, so I'm not quite right. I'm set up a bit wrong. So apparently that's not there. That's what I know. And apparently that's not there. That's what I know. I don't know everything. So what does that mean about this? Assuming I'm right about this bit. I'm like just taking little glimpses of the solution. That means you somehow get pushed back up? Or we just wait for that to happen. Okay, that's possible. So you get released, we collide. Off you go somewhere. You end up there, turning back around. Push you there, then we're going to push this onto the button. Now if we could trap you, we'd be good. Then we'd go through here. I still wouldn't be done because I need to get here somewhere. Okay, so let's trap you. So that just means you need to take longer. So how do we make you take longer? How do I make you take longer? Let me see that again. You're trapped. We do the collide in the middle. You turn around. Okay, well, you're ending up back here, but we could put a thing here, here, and either here or here. There's probably best. I'll make you extra long. And then you might get stuck so you don't come through and push the box. Oh my gosh, such a complicated level. Okay, you're stuck. Now how do we end up there? Is there any situation where I could end up there? Am I done? Only by like looking at half the solution again. Oh, you're there. Okay, we're done. We got another one done, sort of. I'm taking it though. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine with looking this stuff up. Like maybe I should just do the whole thing now and be done. Although D6 I don't have an answer for. And yeah, so okay, at least we're confirmed that like the colliding a phasing crowbar with a non-phasing crowbar is a thing that's supposed to happen. In which case I do not understand the hint. D6 is phasing on the moving crowbar. That's not possible. That's just not a thing. You can't do that. You just can't do that. Except before going into a solid thing, but I don't see how that's useful. Maybe I should reconsider how that could be useful, maybe. What puzzles haven't we done yet? E1. Where was I at with this? It was that. Potentially a thing there because, why was that? Why not just push it? Yeah, I don't really know why not just push it. Then here, I think we were turning around and we were just trying to avoid, oh, I guess there has to be a box up here in either of those two positions. We're just trying to avoid this moving. So what's happening to you right now? You're getting destroyed somewhere there. So if you were phasing, you would not get destroyed there, right? Yeah, you just go all the way through, but like kind of too far. I don't want you to end up pushing this, I don't think. Unless I do. What was the hint? Intention is to send the leftmost crowbar across the horizontal shaft to push the crate on the right and then get back to the left. As in to this point? I guess so. Like why else would I go back to the left? How to synchronize each column to allow this. How do I stop you being a problem? Like, that's okay. They jump over each other. But I don't want you to go in there at all. So how would I stop that? Turn later, but then you don't collide at the right time here. I need something here, but I can't. Because you take as much time as you take. Sure, I could get rid of that. Yeah. Apparently I'm not supposed to push any crates off the buttons. So the only way to stop you, I mean, I guess I could stop you with this maybe? Not really. So no, the only way to stop you is with this. But then you're going left. Unless like, if I put a phaser there, what happens? Yeah, it won't stop the thing being moved. Oh, unless we turn you right? But then that's going to screw up everything else here, right? Also, it didn't block it. Why didn't it block it? Because you're immediately turning right and then moving. So slow down a bit. That's slowing down too much, right? Yeah. Box down here. Does that do something good? Nope. Does that do something good? Just like, nope. With a turn right there. Is that what I just tried? That might be what I just tried. Box here doesn't do anything. It's the same. I don't want to push the things off the things. Like that's the only thing that works there to stop you. Except without that. Unless we like throw another box in the middle. What does that do? Nothing good. If we hit this at the same time, it would be okay. So let's turn. Okay, maybe that's how this works. Okay, that's something I haven't tried. But that means that I can't put a phaser here. Maybe that's okay? It's not, is it? It's not okay. Like, I kind of need to leave that box there forever. Therefore, you need to phase, but because you're there, I cannot put a phaser down. Oh, I'm sorry about the pain noises, but it's pain. It's just pain. Okay, what if I can't do anything. I mean, it's interesting, but then that happens. What if there are more boxes somewhere and something happens? I don't know what to do. Let's take peeks. Let's take peeks at the solution. A level about, and there's a encoded clue. Let's have a look at that. So rat13.com. Here we go. Let's throw that in. Sticking several robots perpendicularly in different ways. Okay, well, yeah. Let's put this in here. Okay, I'm going to try and look at only part of the solution. Okay, so something I can confirm is that there is a box there. What else can I confirm? I think I have. I think I had this column correct. Okay, so let's go back to whatever I was doing in that column. I think it's this and this. I think that's correct. Which means apparently these are not going to leave this space, which means like, okay, that box is also correct, I think. Oh no, I'm looking at my own screen. But that box is also correct. That box is also correct. Which means you need to somehow not push that off there. How's that going to happen? How are you going to not push that off there by this coming through? That's the only solution I've got to that. Or having that there is the other one. But then that gets rid of that. How did that work? It was like, was it have a thing down here to the round? No. Do I have to put a turny thing there? Was it? Yeah, that's the right timing. Okay. But then if that's there, I can't put a phaser there, and I know there's a phaser there because I just looked it up. So then I don't know any other way of doing this other than this. That stops it, but then you go left. And I think that's not supposed to happen. The things are supposed to stay in their column. So what else can I do? I can't put that there. That gets rid of that. Where else can I put a box? There. That might have the same... Okay, let's put that there. Did I have that? I can't remember if I had a turn tile. So I want a turn tile? Okay, that has the same behavior without occupying that space. Okay, that's nice. Now those are permanently stuck. Well, okay. Wasn't as permanent as I hoped. What happened there? Ah, because now the distance isn't the same. For some reason. Because they start in different positions. But that, I'm moving a crate off the thing, so this can't, if the hint's correct, wait, what was the hint? Moving the crates that start on the buttons is a fail state. I'm moving a box that starts on the button. So this isn't right? I'm going to look at that middle column. This is right. This is right, except not that, apparently. Does that still work out? Wait, what? Why didn't you move then? What on earth is happening? What the hell is that? I've never seen that before. Is that because two blocks are moving into the same space? That's apparently a thing. Okay. What? Okay, so you need to unphase, probably on a block that this is pushing around. How do I get you to push a block around and then have it like be there? By having a block and a thing like this and then turning around at some point. You have to turn around quickly, right? Like then? Yes. No. Wait, okay. I can't believe this is a thing, apparently. I guess I've never seen what happens if two crates try and move into the same space, and that's what happens. It's fine that you're moving, you're not on a button. So at this point, you need to push that. You need to get... Me stealing this box is bad. Other than that, if I could just keep going, would be good. So how do I avoid stealing that box? I can't put a phaser here. Okay, so this arrangement needs to change somehow. Maybe the box goes below? But then I can't turn easily. I could just like go through though and put like a turn thing. I've not used a turn thing yet. But then I'm not going to leave the box there. So no, that doesn't make sense. The box needs to be here at the point that you get there, which means kind of roughly what I did. Like I want there to be a phaser here. Maybe not. Maybe I phase through and then turn around, but I can't turn around here now. But maybe it just is in the middle. I turn around and then push that. But then it wouldn't stop there. Wait, hold on. I have to do that. So we've gone through that, but then that's stuck. So instead, I think I want a phaser there. Or there? It could be there and the box goes on top of the phaser. Or something like that. And then we phase through. So where's the box going? Not there. There? What would that do? We push it past. We need to turn around. I think the distance has to be that. Okay. Now, because the phaser is covered up, we're still phasing through. We go there. We're on there. You go through. You're removing that. Is that okay? Yeah, because you'll put it back. This could eventually work. It's not going to work because you've left. Okay, what to fix about this? That's great. That's great. Then what? I just want to phase through here. And why don't I? Because of this? Yes, because of that. How do I avoid that happening? Didn't I already see that this is the right configuration for this column? Uh-oh. Okay. So then the timing of U needs to change somehow. Or I need to not hit that. So therefore the box needs to be back there again. Okay. Is that doable? Can I turn around earlier? No. The box could be... I mean, the box can't be anywhere else. It has to be there. If I'm doing that. Could we have two boxes? It's not impossible. Could we have two boxes? It's kind of impossible. Like, what would we do? Like, where would we put the phaser at that point? There, and what use is that box? Also, yeah, that messes up everything. So this felt good. You hit that. I just want you to turn around sooner so that oh no, but then it would push the box and that would be good. No. So you are going to hit that. Does that need to be solid? Could that be solid? If that were solid, what would happen? We'd become solid here and we'd explode, right? Yeah, I think we'd just explode. Oh, no, we'd keep phasing and then we just wouldn't be able to phase to the next bit. Right now, this is going to leave that way. I'm so tempted to just look. So tempted to just look. I just want to know what... Like, I think I've confirmed these two right. I'm pretty sure that one's right. I'm pretty sure that one's right. Am I certain? Did I look carefully at that? This behavior's weird. For sure, it makes some kind of sense. I can't place a phaser here. It's going to be that phaser that takes me through that wall. So therefore I need to be... Well, I need to hit that phaser. As long as I hit that phaser, I'm good. Why am I not hitting that phaser? Because I'm already phasing. So somehow this box needs to stop me again. I'm like, something's wrong here. Let's throw more boxes in. But I can't throw more boxes in. So... something else. Turn at a different time? Turn then. What does that do? That means you keep going. Put the box elsewhere, but that doesn't work. I can do that. But the timing's going to be wrong. Unless we have another box here. But then... yeah, what good does that do? What good does that do? Honestly, I've just taken a little, like, I've got the solution really tiny on my screen, so it's kind of hard to see, but it looks like what I've got. Well, when that was there. So am I missing something else? Am I missing something else? Could you stop phasing some other way? Could I put a box there? There is space for a box there, but what happens with everything else? When you end up pushing that box? Oh, no, I can't put a box there because it gets rid of that. I think that is in the solution. This column looks correct. Every column looks correct. What's going wrong? Like, I'm not looking at it super closely, so I don't know for certain. Could I... okay, what else could I do? Let's do this. You go through there. What else could happen? I don't want to phase here, then I'll go out the side. I just want to turn around, go back, and not do this. What's wrong? What is wrong? I can't put a box there. There's definitely a phaser there in the solution. need to, this crowbar needs to either hit this and stay phase for the whole time, therefore not hit, what does it currently hit? That crate. Or it needs to hit that phaser after this. What was the first option? The first option is you need to hit this and then like get there in front of this box. Could I do, if I put another box here, then I've shortened the distance. That's an interesting possibility. That might do it. Yay! Is that the solution? Let's have a look. That is not the solution. I mean, it's pretty similar though. Oh, okay, that is kind of an obvious trick as well that I could have done. I looked up so much of that. I'm so sorry. There's just too many options and no clear way to figure out which one's the right option to be looking at. That is what's in the thing. Yeah, it's similar. It just shortens the path. Okay. Hey, at least I found like my own way of doing part of it. Had the right idea, just did it in a way that's not intended. Whoa. Is there anything left? Like, should I just like wrap up? Should I wrap up? I guess that's D6. I've had a new hint from Keru as well. Is there anything left? Okay, so E1, E2, E4 were my things, apparently. F1 is a thing, which I found an alternative solution to. D6 I haven't done yet. D3. Oh, there's also C4, this one, yeah. I'm so tempted to just wrap things up. So what are you telling me about D6, Karu? On is in the same sense as the previous statement. D4 was phasing across moving crates. D5 was phasing on a moving crate. Okay. So, was it? D5 was phasing on a moving crate. Yeah, it's where it was like I was moving along with it at the same time. Right? I don't quite remember my solution, but yeah, we were pushing that and we were on it at the same time. We were like riding the crate instead of just going across it. We were like on it at the same time. D6 is phasing on a moving crowbar, but we collide. A crowbar collides. So I still don't know what that could possibly mean. On a moving... How would I even get a phased crowbar moving in the same direction as another crowbar and they're on the same... That can't happen. That cannot happen. Or can it? Okay, so there's potential for like a phaser and a turn tile. Can I get you and like, would it be you and you? Would the timing work out there? You'd have to be earlier. You'd have to be earlier. So you need to be a bit slower. Like this. Like, can you be on that? But then that's not phasing. These hints are confusing. What would that do? That would potentially get the box there. Like, assuming this is even possible. I think I don't want to slow down that much. But I guess it could be you, because then you are one offset, and so the timing might work out. Okay, so something like that. Nothing's gotten destroyed yet. Then what? Like, how does that help me? Like, that has to end up there. Okay, so I appreciate that that's this interesting and weird thing that can happen. How is it useful? It's effectively a crowbar pushing a thing and another crowbar that's ready to phase later. I still have like these gaps to get past. Like, do you come here and hit this? Or... I still don't know how I'd get across that space. Right? Like... Oh, unless, hold on, unless, of course, we might just have a phaser there. You might just like pop out, phase. If we stop the box, but I can't stop the box if I phase there. So no, we still have issues. Unless we make this solid, but then the crowbar that makes it solid will die. I kind of want there to be a crowbar here to stop the box, right? I think so. And then the other one would go through the box, and then it would spawn here. So I can't do this. It would like become solid again, which might be fine if that's, yeah, okay. It might be fine for it to become solid again. So we block the box, it comes through, it becomes solid again, it goes through this. This isn't solid yet. We hit that, we go through. Potentially that's possible. Okay. If we can get you here. Okay, that might be the solution. We might be there. We might be there. Does that mean sending you like this way? How do I get a thing there without making that solid? Because I can't go up on that column. I can go right there, but that means somehow doing something that isn't possible. Da, da, da. Well, yeah, you get into position, but that's... Okay, is it possible with pushing the box back? I don't think so. So we're still pushing it right now. What could happen here? What could happen here? Like, what even happens if there's a phaser here? Because now the other one will become phasing on top of each other, and then we'll have two that are phasing on top of each other. I think so. And then they both go through, and they both turn around, and that goes there. This is two crowbars now, right? And they just haven't destroyed each other, or have they destroyed each other? No, they would both die if that were the case. So they're just fused somehow? Sure, we'll accept that. Then what? Another one here? What happens? They become phased again. They both go in there. They're both stuck in there. In which case, this is never going to go back to the left. Do I want that and I just want this to come through? In which case, how do I get a thing here to block you? Or maybe I send a thing through to destroy the other crowbar? Would it destroy both or just one? It's possible, but it's not because I can't put a phaser here or here. Yeah, I cannot put there or there. So unless we're sending... No, I just can't, right? I cannot ever do this, because then they'll be going this way and they'll just disappear out the wall. And I can't put anything else solid here. So we're not going through there and destroying it. We must be going there, but then that requires going here, which I can't get to because there's no way to turn into that space. There's no way to turn into that space. We're not putting 3 on top of each other, right? That would be madness. I don't even know what it would do. I cannot think about what that would do. So right now they're all pushing each other like this. I want you to stop. Somehow. Somehow. And it's not okay to hit this, because then that will become solid. And then I won't be able to get through it, to get here, to go there. Because I can't put a phaser here. Because if there's a phaser here, then the thing's not solid for the crate to hit and stop against. This game. Why? I can't go up this column because these spaces are not available to put a thing. Therefore, what do? I have no idea. Therefore, I can't send a thing in here to stop the crate. So therefore, how else do I stop the crate from moving? Well, it's being pushed by something. How do I stop the thing from pushing it? Either it needs to be blocked by something, which I can't do, or the thing that's pushing needs to die. How do I make that happen? By like trigger this, or have something collide into it, or something like that. But I cannot put phasers here, because then these would hit it going that way. Unless I can divert them around it or something. Which, like, in theory, I could, right? It's too much. It's too much for me. You would be okay being solid if... You would be okay being solid if we're still phasing and there's something here to go through. So that has to be the crate. So can we get the crate there, then stop it? What would that do? The phasing one would go into the crate and jump out here. This could potentially be solid at that point, but then the crate's not going to go back. I don't know, let's think about it. So this. What does that do? What does that do? Well, I'm nowhere near on time. It's possible I send these in a different order. Wow. 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 Why did I just do that? Did Carrie put in a solution for this? Or not? Because it was added later. Is it game code or something like that? No, just game. I thought it was game code. No. Give me a second. Is it not game code? Or maybe it's not even, maybe it's not uppercase. It would be suggesting if it was game anything. Game codes, game code, just code. Code mirror, that is the editor that PuzzleScript uses. Code. What about if I just do like state dot? Is there something in the state that's useful? There's rules, but they won't be in the original text. How do I get the game code again? Okay, let me just look at the PuzzleScript code. The way I'm going to solve this is by looking up how to get the game code out. I mean, this might not even work, so let's see what happens. But standalone inlined game title. Oh, it has like underscores, doesn't it? Underscore. No. What is it on? Window dot. What do we have? I mean, there are a bunch of variables there that are PuzzleScript things. Why can I not scroll? Why can't? Okay, we'll use the arrow keys. Audio context breaker. Maybe don't stop at C. Window dot game. Window dot code. Window dot. How do I do this? This video series is an absolute mess. I admit that. I know it is. I know it's horrendous. I'm sorry. Game dat. Although that just gets replaced, doesn't it? Yeah, that's not going to show up. Source code. Source code is the one I'm looking for. Okay. Copy. Open up my text editor. Paste. Replace \n. Find. Yeah, replace. Oh, there we go. Replace \n with, I have to do regex find and replace, so \n, replace with an actual \n, a new line, replace. Okay, now that's fine. Carries level D6, section D6. There is a solution thing here. Do I just look at it? Do I look at part of it? Maybe I try and look at part of it. Let's just see. Okay, make the window really small. Don't look at the solution. Make the window really small. Oh, that doesn't help here. I need to make the image in a new tab. Okay, now, okay, got it. All right, we're going to look at part of this. We're going to look at part of it. I'm going to cover up the screen. I'm going to look at the top row. Top row only, because that feels like, is it giving away too much? No, it's not. I don't care. I do not care. Okay. I'm looking at the top row. Let's close this. Go back here. Close the dev console. Cool. This is correct. This is not. There is a thing here. Okay, what does that tell me? Let's shrink the window so I can't see the solution anymore. Okay. What does that tell me? That means we're facing all the way. How? We're facing from there all the way to there. How can that work in this space? How can that work in this space? What even happens in this situation like this? Okay, they're on top of each other. You're turning around. Okay, that goes back. Okay. You're facing through. How could I get through this space? Wait, doesn't this almost work if you're there? Like, this is not the actual solution, but... Oh, but then I can't push that back. Okay. How do I get through the next space? Like, what could possibly be there that would allow this to phase through? It can't be the crates. It can't be the crate, because then the crate would be stuck. And I can't push the crate back left because I'd have to have a phaser here. That's never going to happen. So it can't be the crate. What else can it be? What else would stop you from respawning? The fact that this is like this makes me think I'm doing the right kind of thing here, where we're like sitting on top of each other. I really don't like the weird inconsistency between like phasing, like the solidness of the crowbars and everything. It's just awkward and weird. Like right now I'm not phasing because crowbars don't count as solid. I mean, it's phasing in the sense that it's white, but it's like I'm not actually going through anything. I'm not going through the crowbar. It's just weird though. Like I feel like I should be going through the crowbar and the crowbar should be solid because collisions happen between crowbars. So it's just like an odd... I already complained about this, but whatever. So apparently that's the setup at the top. And somehow we continue. How could that work? Can I get another one into this? No. No. And it's not like two phasing of things coming out of here would do anything good. They would just collide with each other because they'd suddenly now not be on something solid because crowbars, whether non-phasing or phasing, count as non-solid, and therefore we respawn and we just collide and we destroy each other. So somehow this works. Somehow this is going to work. This is how you know these puzzles are mad, because I've been given a fifth of the solution. I still can't see how it could possibly work. I mean, maybe we're not doing this phasing trick, although it's the only thing that vaguely fits the description that has been given in the hints. So we're turning around. Why are we turning around? Well, we're not turning around, we're just escaping. We're escaping. This is only going to go left if we like go in here, which can happen. It's just like, how do you continue? How do you continue? Oh, I need to look at more. I just want to know the answer because I don't know how to continue. How do we get through this space? There isn't going to be a thing there. There isn't going to be a turnstile there. How do you get through this space? Sure, you might be solid. You probably are solid. Or the box is there. Probably the box is there. Okay. We're phasing. We're phasing. We're continuing. How do I get through here? I can't. Because I'm going into something solid. And then I'm popping out of something solid. I don't understand. I don't understand. Can I look at the solution and understand like whether I'm doing the phasing thing correctly? Well, I'm not, but only in terms of which one I'm sending in, I think. Yeah, I just swap. Okay. I'm going to take that as another little hint, which is that I'm using the wrong two. It needs to be you and you. And then you just like get out of the way. But like, this is the right thing, apparently. So how do we... I don't know what that one's supposed to do. I don't even know what happened there. How would you get through there? How would you get through there? Can we get like another one into this space? Like as you phase over it? What would that mean? Like putting a thing here. No, I can't get into that. So what happens to you? What do you do? How do you help me? How do you help this cross that gap? That keeps getting pushed, and it's gonna keep getting pushed. So something else needs to push it back at some point. But how do you get... What? Let's put you in different positions, see what happens. Like, I'd just like to see an interaction happen that could explain how you get past this gap. Nope. Nope. Because you can't phase over a crowbar. You can't phase over a crowbar. Do I look at some more? Oh, I think I've kind of seen the whole solution. I just need to see it. Honestly, I just need to see it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm just seeing it. I think it's that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just really at the end of being able to... I mean, that's disgusting. What? I mean, that just shouldn't be allowed. It's just, that's so unintuitive and ugly. That's the kind of thing, like, if you discover that that's possible in mechanics, you don't ever make a level about it because it's so unintuitive. What, so the phasing thing... What's happening there? Let's slow that right down. What even is happening there? So it's getting here, you're turning, you're still phasing. Now, if you were to go through this box, you would stop phasing. But apparently you're not going through this box. You're just like swapping places with it because this is pushing that there and that's going that there at the same time. Wait, but this doesn't collide? Because you still haven't actually gone through anything. I am not at all bothered that I did not solve that properly. I am not at all bothered. Because that's disgusting. That's the only way to describe that. Okay. That is just horrendous. What was, I think I got an additional hint for this. For C4, the first thing I was trying to give you, figure out to trap the two guard, figure out that you trap two crowbars going in a circle in the top right area until the button is pushed. Okay. There's no way to get the one that eventually pushes left on the box to route up there. Pushes left on the box to go up there. Much more specifically, okay, so this is giving me like a little bit of the solution. Put a gen wall, I guess that's that. On top row in the same column as the button. And eventually 3... What? I think you're telling me a lot here. Okay, this is a big hint. So I think the other thing is this. And so you're saying something needs to get stuck up here, going around in a loop. Therefore, like that would happen if something came here. Yeah, I get that. Well, two things need to end up in there. So maybe I just like throw them in there already. It could go in a bunch of different places right now. Like there and there. That gets destroyed. Well, one of them's going to go through there. Ah, so maybe that's why there's 3 up in this space. So we do this, maybe. And then somehow we get the box in position. Guess we do that. And I think you were saying the way the box stops is by having something else hit it. What could do that? What could do that? I mean, could it just be... No. What could do that? I've got more of these. Like, can I like do... like something going left would be good. So like hit that and that, or hit something. Like, can I make that solid? Not really. Well, it will become solid. But you're way too early. But you're coming through, so like maybe that's good. Can you swap over? Not really. You could be down here. What would that do? Nothing. So I can basically position you in two different places. Okay. What are you for? I guess we're pushing that way, but then that means there's a really tight time limit on... Like, you are going left, in which case you're probably pushing this box. Because, like, to push the box up, I have to do that. Well, unless I'm pushing it this way and that way. Is that possible? Doesn't feel particularly possible, does it? So I think I must be doing this. Then you must be pushing that way. In which case, how do I get something anywhere? Hey, that thing happened again. Ooh. What? Okay, so it was on the thing for a moment. Like, is it at all possible for the timing to work out? Maybe if you're just there? Okay, so we apparently collide like that. Oh no, it doesn't quite work out. Oh, it feels kind of close to something, doesn't it? Like, that's kind of interesting. I don't know how I plan for it, but like if these were... Oh, if they were just in a slightly different place. Or what if you were there? What would that do? I think nothing, because we just push it past it, right? Oh, well, that would happen. Okay. What if we put this? What if we do that? I don't know. Well, those collide. That was interesting. Like, kind of interesting. What if you're... I can't put it any closer. I've been told that goes there. Can you go in a different place? Nope. Not if there's one here. There's no other way to get 3 in here other than like this or like this. So, okay. At least these are the right distance away from each other, right? So that's probably correct. In which case, what are we doing? That's probably correct. What else can I even put in here? If I put one of these in, I'm really running out of space. Turning left feels good. So that means like there. But then I don't think anything hits that. Oh, it does hit that. Okay. Okay. Could this be better somehow? Why would this be better? It wouldn't. That feels better. But that's the thing that doesn't work. That collides like that. Can I somehow shift where these are? It's these two, right? Because you just leave, yeah. I can't shift those. You can go there. You can go there and there. But yeah, I can't get another one in. I've been told there's 3. So that's the only way it can happen. That and that. That feels better, but maybe it's not. Let's try it like that again. That puts you in the right place, but not you. Which one's which right now? Let's follow the top right one. You get caught, you go like that. Oh, in fact, you got slowed down. That's interesting. Where are all these coming from? Where are all these coming from? How am I ending up with 3 in this space? It's you. You're coming in from somewhere. You're turning around, going in there. And then, are you one of the ones that's close? Yeah, you are. Okay, in which case, get rid of you. The thing is, I was told that 3 should go in this area, so I'm clearly not doing the right thing here. Like, it'd be kind of nice to do that, but then how would I ever turn that way? I guess I could. Well, everything got destroyed. Let's do this again, not that. This and this. Something needs to push that off that way before you do that, but then that can't happen. So that can't be there. And that can't be there. That has to be there. I think. Should I look at that bottom row? I might look at the bottom row. Since I'm just accepting that I'm looking at answers. Okay. Got it. I've got it shrunk down. Okay. Whoa, very shrunk down. Bottom row only. Let's have a look. I've got the bottom row correct. Okay. Bottom row is correct. What does that mean about the rest of it? I don't know. Okay, like we need to push that back. If that's going there, we need to push it back, and therefore that has to happen. Is it just about changing the synchronicity of these to be correct? How though? Like there's no other positions. One of them leaves, that's fine. It has to be like that. One of them leaves. I need to still check that there are 3 in that space. Oh, but then I'm going to know where they are. I guess I'm not going to look then. What happens to one of them? Because I guess all 3 end up in there. Like that's so close, but which one is it that's close behind? It's you, right? It's you that's close. Which isn't great because I can't really affect where you end up. Because you're the one doing the pushing here. Unless somehow I can stop earlier, which I don't think I can. And this one's useful because it's the one I hit and then turn this way and stop the box. What happens if I don't have that? Do I still stop the box somehow? Well, no, everything collides. Great. So that means not having you there, but you have to be there. Okay, so how would I avoid those colliding? Maybe I don't avoid those colliding. Maybe it's fine for them to collide. In which case, what do I do about this box here? I send another thing around. Well, they're going to collide, aren't they? That's not good. Like that. Like that. Oh, we stopped it. Nope. Unless this being here does it. I have no idea what's what anymore. Nope. What's wrong? Wait, is there another place you could go? There. Slightly ahead. Oh, and then that happens. Here. What's that going to do? What's that going to... That's the one I was just in. So that stops the thing, which is nice. Oh, look. What's the timing there? Okay. Turn around. Go. Oh, they're like one space away. If you were one space slower, how would I make that happen? Bring you back here, but I can't. So, I mean, throw that back in and see what happens. Oh, everything's destructive. Okay. Put that there. What does that do for the timing? Ooh, okay, slightly different. Oh, they're colliding again. Yay! I did something. Was that the answer? Was that the answer? Let's have a look. Phase fields. Okay, we're being reintroduced to that. C4? Is that the one? Yeah. I think I did what's here. Yes, I think I did this one as intended. I mean, obviously I looked up half the stuff, so That explains it. So it was that. I did not have one on the top, yeah. I did eventually put you there. Yep. That's what I ended up doing. Okay. Only after all the hints, though. It's way too chaotic. Am I done with the game? I think I might be done. Was there another one I missed? No, I did 7. 22, I did. After looking at a lot of stuff. C4, I've just done. D3, I did. D6, so yeah. E1, E2, E4, F1. I think we're done. I think like it's gonna happen with these games. These Thinky Collective games, like they're gonna be like this. They're kind of weird and experimental, and like lots of people get involved, and all these people have different ideas about like puzzle design and mechanics and all that kind of stuff. And they all have a different perspective on the thing, and so you kind of expect a bit of a mess. It should be a bit of a mess. The core mechanic here has led to, like, it doesn't have to be this way. It just requires, there's a core mechanic here that requires so much discipline in the puzzle design and the mechanics design that I think hasn't happened. Like there's lack of discipline in the mechanics design in that the mechanics are sort of kind of weird and have so many strange edge cases, and the whole thing about like whether Crowbars count as solid or not, and all sorts of things. And then and the same is true in the lab rational thinking as well. Like that's also got weird, quirky things in it. Although there are some weird, quirky things in that do not appear in puzzles, which I think is the most sensible thing to do. If you cannot avoid being in a situation where there are weird, quirky things in your mechanics that are not intuitive, you should just not have puzzles about those things. And then you should do everything you can to make sure that people never even encounter them, so they're never even worrying about whether it's going to be part of a solution or not. Like that is disciplined like puzzle and mechanic design if you have weird edge cases. Ideally, you just avoid edge cases if you can, or just strange, unintuitive behaviors. Sometimes you can't, though. And then the discipline and the puzzle design itself, like not taking into account the mechanics, is understanding. This is the same thing I was complaining about with Railbound. It's just understanding when complexity is bad complexity rather than good complexity. And like understanding that there needs to be a way forward to like get to the solution. And maybe there is. This is the problem about complaining about this kind of thing, is that like maybe I'm just not smart enough and or maybe the mechanics just don't work well for me or something. But there's clearly an inherent thing here of like the whole, there are some inherent things in these mechanics that lead to complexity in puzzle design, which is like the fact that you don't get to see the state changes until you hit play, so there's this kind of like loop that you have to do to find out what's going to happen. B, that the state changes are super chaotic. Like you make a small change to whatever you've laid out on the puzzle and suddenly everything's completely different. Taking those two things into account when you're designing puzzles, you cannot ignore that those are, part of like you can't ignore, like you have to have a way towards your solution that does not involve jumping around the horrendous, chaotic space of possible solutions for hours and hours. There needs to be some way of being like, no, this has to go here, this has to go here, this has to go here. Like, okay, so an example of a puzzle that I got stuck on which one was it? It was D3. Puzzle I got stuck on that I don't think had the puzzle design problems is this one. Because there's so much about this that you can say, oh, this must be here, this must be here. Like the whole thing about this having to be here, and 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 this having to be here. That all ended up being true. I just missed like a little trick that I needed to do, which was push the box down and back up again. But that's all like really nicely deducible. And it constrains things so much. It means that I know I'm never doing anything in this corner because like I'll be phasing and I can't put another block here or anything. So I'll be phasing and I can't come through this way. And this is cut off. Like it just really nicely constrains everything. And that's what every puzzle needs to have. So it can be difficult. I don't mind a difficult puzzle, but it needs a way forwards. And maybe there were way forwards with the things I was doing, but I could not handle it. I could not handle it, combined with the fact that they were using all sorts of horrendous timing and edge cases in the mechanics and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, it's over. I'm glad to have just like sort of wrapped it up by looking up stuff and using the hints and looking at different rows on the different puzzle image solution things. That was certainly something. Folks, if you're designing these puzzles again or anything like this, please take all that into account. I guess that was just a lot of thoughts on Flying Crowbar Factory Simulator 2022, because I already finished this. Lab-rational thinking was a little kinder, I'd say. There was still, like, particularly like level 22, seriously had the complexity chaos issue. 7, what was its issue? Its issue was not a complexity. I mean, it was a little bit of a complexity chaos thing. It's just it was being so open and again, not knowing what the way forward is. Like, how do I deduce exactly what needs to happen? And I think there I did just end up missing an option. So it's just a super open level. Like, ultimately, I like how the games came out. Like, I like the differences between them, and I like how they look, and I like how they interact. I think it's actually done pretty well, especially now that there's touch controls in Flying Crowbar Factory Simulator 2022. Bombs. Can we stop adding bombs to stuff? Sorry, Joel. Joel added the bombs to convey confusion, and I think also to this, they just need to not be a thing. They're horrendous. They just add so much complexity. And I think there's a little bit of discipline here in that people just did not use the bombs on many levels. And I think that's why. I think they show up in like 2 of the levels. They're just like gone for the latter half of the game. Oh, there's a bomb. That was a cool level. I liked setting up the little factory here, and it felt like there's a way of getting there. There's a bunch of cool levels in here. And I enjoyed designing my level for this game as well. So it's fun to do. It's just that the kind of mechanics that we had here required... That's the thing. If we're going to do these projects, there's lots of people are going to be involved, and different people are going to have different ways of designing puzzles. I think the combination of the kind of game this was and the fact that it's going to be such a variety of people led to like a situation where we ended up with some puzzles that are kind of horrendous and yeah, I don't know. There we go. We're done. I move on with my life. I think we're done. I might have missed one or something, but I don't. I'm done. Whether the game's done or not, I'm done. Okay. I'm happy to move on. I'm going to play something that's nice and nice and kind to me next. I don't know what, but we'll see. Okay. Goodbye. See ya.